Well, good morning. Welcome back to Clayton Schick Outdoors. Of course, I'm Clayton Schick, and yep, this is the outdoors. Lake trout fishing today. It's gonna get a little bit breezy, so I've got the Otter flip over with me today. We're gonna pop it up, get situated, get organized, get set up in there, and see if we can put some lake trout on the ice once again. Let's do it. I'm officially set up and ready to go. Here we go. Fishing with one hole in the shack. I've got some slush issues outside. I'll show you guys with the underwater, or not the underwater camera, with a different camera later. They're just why I don't have double 10s, because I just feel like the more holes I drill, the more issues I'm gonna run into. I'm standing on a hard piece of snow right now, but I have a bad feeling by the end of the day this isn't going to be good. Anyways, spoons, gonna start with some spoons and go from there. Oh, there's a mark, maybe. Yeah, it's coming down to the bottom. It's coming down to the bottom. Okay, gonna eat it right off the bottom, just tapping it, keep it tight. Let's see if I can get him to chase it. Not a bad mark. Not a bad mark, actually. Oh, that was quick. Like, really quick. Doesn't feel bad. Some other marks chasing it, though. It's not big, but it's not a bad fish. It's definitely not a bad fish. I'm going to try to keep a fish today and do a chowder right in the shack here, a trout chowder. But this one might be too big to keep for that, I think. Not sure yet. Not sure. We'll see. We shall see. Got the underwater camera capturing fish coming up the hole. There we go. That's cool to watch them burp. It's so much fun watching them fight underneath the ice like that. I like too, sometimes you can see when to like line them up for that hole too. Not a bad fish. Not a bad fish. Here's we go. Easy. Easy. You can see how it's so easy to lose at the bottom of the hole. Not a bad fish. Definitely too big to keep for lunch, that's for sure. Too big for lunch. Whew. You are a healthy fish. Nice fish to start off the day. Wow. Beautiful fish. Thick. Thick fish. Awesome. Probably like a 30-incher. Thanks, buddy. Thank you, buddy. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful Castmaster spoon. Blue and chrome. This is a 1.5 ounce spoon from Acme Tackle. The link will be in the description below where you can get these, but they are lake trout killers. More marks down there. Lots of marks down there. Okay. Commence drop. Spoons are honestly like, how should I say this? They're a lake trout killer. Like, if you want to put a lot of fish on the ice, consider like a smaller spoon. You will slam them with a smaller spoon, I promise you. Look at this mark coming up already. Look at, holy cow, there's like 3 or 4 down there. I think they're a little bit smaller though. Jeez. Yep. It's on right now, for sure. Barometer pressure is just at 100 right now and staying steady. I have a feeling we're gonna have a pretty good morning of fishing. I just got that feeling. There he is, little guy. This one might be a good one to keep for our trout chowder, I think. So cool to watch him on the camera. Oh, I lost him. That's okay. He must have heard that he was gonna be lunch. He heard that he was gonna be lunch. Well, back down again. There's so much going on down there right now. Got some marks on the bottom. Oh, he's coming up. He's coming up. He's coming up. Come on, keep away from him. Oh, look at this one other one race it too. Holy cow. That one's racing at it. Got him. That was awesome. Wow. I'm working one mark and another mark just come cruising in there. Like I'm flying in there. Wow. Awesome. Awesome. Bite is on. I had a feeling today was going to be good. Barometer is perfect. There's a little guy. This one will be good for a trout chowder right here. See if we can get him up the hole. Oh, come on. Here we go. Here we go. Nice. This guy's perfect. You are perfect for the chowder. Nice eater right there. Little guy. We'll slit his throat there, bleed him out, and that is going to be lunch. Lake Trout Chowder today. Right on the buddy heater we're going to try. Oh, I think something just picked up my spoon when it was dropping. Are you kidding me? Wow. It is on. Windows. Bite windows, right? All about bite windows. Insane. Insane. Oh, oh. Little guy again, right? Yeah. Little guy again. I should have grabbed my transducer maybe there at some point. Little guy. So cool to watch him on the camera like that. Unreal. Man, it is on right now. Come here, buddy. Come here. Come here. Okay, come here. Okay, come here. Well, fish 3 in no time. My lenses are fogging up because I was outside bleeding that last fish out. Come back, drop down, catch another one. You gotta go down, buddy. Whoa, whoa, don't get caught in the slush, please. Gotta go down. Later. He made a mess of my slush here. That was literally 3 fish in 20 minutes with that Castmaster that I started with. I use one of those Savage Gear grip trebles on the bottom of it. Eliminate some of the twisting and the leverage they can use to throw these hooks a lot easier. Hard baits like this, a spoon, a lake trout can throw quite a bit easier than a normal bait. But with that treble on there, it definitely eliminates some of that for sure. Let's change up spoons a little bit to a little blue and chrome bomber spoon. Definitely one of my favorites. Oh, there's a mark right here. A couple marks. I don't have to drop. I'm not gonna make it all the way down. These 2 marks are gonna race for it. Incredible. I was having some smaller marks and couldn't eat the little bit bigger spoon, so I just downsized a little bit. And a lot of times that's all you have to do is just downsize to a little bit smaller spoon, a little bit smaller presentation type of thing. And this little bomber spoon is honestly a killer. A killer. Nice, 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 nice. Got him in the hole. Here he comes. Oh, okay. Should I grab him? Okay, he's gone. That's okay. Almost took that one in the head. You gotta be careful. You load up that rod and that spoon flies out. Look out. Does he count if I got him to the underwater camera? I think he counts if I got him to the underwater camera, right? I think so. It doesn't matter. I'm not all about numbers in terms of keeping track. Whatever you catch is whatever you catch. I just know that right now there's good things happening for sure. Good things happening. Oh, mark on the bottom here. Pound that sand up. Oh, it tapped it right on the bottom. These little spoons you can just tap right on the bottom and get him to eat it right out of the sand. Just like a little struggling minnow there. Keep your line tight and then hit him. There we go. Nothing to it. Sometimes if you can't get him to eat up higher, right on the bottom is the way to do it for sure. Bite is on though right now, that's for sure. Things are good. Little bomber spoon, couple. Maybe we'll switch to a different spoon next. And oh, I know, a little Cleo spoon as well. I got a fish yet. That's another classic for sure. Another classic. Where are you, buddy? It's a little bit bigger than the last one, I think, but I don't think it's giant. If it comes off, it comes off. So cool to watch them. Look at all the arrows. See, lake trout have the ability to burp. That's why you can fish deeper for them. They're the only fish that has the ability to actually gas, burp out their air bladder. Whereas like walleye and other species like that, you have to, oh, it's not a bad fish actually. Not a bad fish. Not a bad fish. Not a bad fish. Okay, not a bad one at all. So yeah, like I said, lake trout have the ability to burp out their air bladders. That's why you can fish for them a little bit deeper. Nice fish. He's a little bit lean, but he's got some length to him for sure. Gorgeous fish. Gorgeous fish. See you, buddy. He's a little bit more tired than the other ones. A lot of other ones are shot back down. He's just taking his time. Another one coming up here fast too. Oh, 2 of them. If I can't get him to eat up here, I'll take him down to the bottom. This one's coming. Yeah, wow. He's still coming up with it. Sometimes you have to crank pretty fast to keep up to him as they're swimming up, because they're hitting it as they're going up like that, right? And they're opening their mouth and they're going up, and you set the hook. And because they got momentum going forwards or upwards, you don't even really get that good of a hook set on them. So you kind of have to crank a little bit quicker just to kind of stay with them. Sometimes even like a second hook set. If they ever turn to run back down, that's usually when the hook gets buried in them. But that was, I think I thought he was gone, but no, he just came up the hole. He just came up the hole. I thought I lost him. This is a little guy. Easy, buddy. Easy, easy. Easy. We're catching lake trout of all sizes today. All sizes. Donzo. Okay, that was the bomber spoon. I'm going to switch up here for a bit and have some fun with a different lure. All of these spoons that I'm using, there's links in the description below in this video where you can get them. And actually for this one at lurenet.com, you can get 15% off with code Clayton15. Okay, now we're going to a little Cleo 3/4 ounce blue and chrome again. See what I'm on to today, blue and chrome. This spoon, out of all of the spoons I've used so far, is the slowest falling spoon. Obviously it's because it's the lightest, but it also has, like, how should I explain it? Has the most darty action to it type of thing. It kind of flutters around a little bit. This thing is like a staple in lake trout fishing for the longest time. I did a bunch of fishing with this fall as well with a little Cleo for casting for Lakers up shallow. And it was a killer. It's an amazing spoon through the ice. Not gonna lie. And like I said, when the bite's on, lake trout will almost eat anything for the most part, as you've seen from Justin Jenkins' videos, right? Like lake trout will eat anything when they're hungry. It's what can you get them to eat when the bite's not really happening. Something a little bit slower, maybe like that bomber spoon, a little bit little bit more subtle presentation on the bottom. This little Cleo's got great action to it. Like right now, I can hardly even mark it because it flew out to the side so much out of my cone angle. So I'll be able to work it back here below the cone angle. But yeah, just another good little spoon. It's funny how these bite windows come and go. Like I had marks like crazy, right? Like you get waves of fish that come through. It was like on. And then you sit here for like, I know it's only been half an hour, but it's here for a half hour and it's just like dead, like not even a mark on there. It's so weird. Lake trout are like that, right? They just come in waves. Oh, there's a mark. Here we go. Oh, it ate it. Okay, it's been an hour. It's been 1 hour almost exactly since my last fish. Bite windows. First mark. That's how she goes. I got that little Cleo spoon on that I last talked about, which is such a good spoon. And honestly, that mark was only there for few seconds. Oh, gave him a little bit of slack, which is bad. You want to lose a fish, just give him some slack. There he is, bottom of the hole, just a little guy. Little guy, come on. Come on, here we go. Here we go, straight up. Straight up. Straight up. Gonzo. Gonzo. Lake trout are the most finicky fish. Be really careful around their gills. They bleed quite easily, but this one, no blood. Okay, we'll send him back. Like I said, it's been slower the last hour, but good sign though. As soon as we marked a fish, we caught it in that little Cleo spoon, 3/4 ounce. Same thing, I know it's repetitive, but I got one of those Savage Gear grip trebles on there. Blue and chrome is one of my favorite spoon colors, not gonna lie. Wind's picked up a little bit. I'm glad I'm in the shelter today. The biggest reason why I'm like showing off all the lures that I'm using right now is a lot of the comments lately have been, can you show us more of the lures that you're using or sizes and that stuff? So the only reason I don't do that in a lot of videos is I just seem like it's really overselly type of thing, and I don't really want to do that. But since it's requested a little bit, I think there's no harm in it for sure. I'll put the spoons here on the snow at some point, and then scan over with the camera there and talk about each spoon and what, like, when I use it for mostly, or what the ideal situation is type of thing, and different sizes and whatnot. But for the most part, like 3/4 ounce is like as light as I go for lake trout, especially if you're fishing a little bit deeper. If you're in like, say, less than 10 feet of water fishing for lakers, yeah, a 1/2 ounce spoon or a 1/4 ounce spoon is great, but I need something that falls a little bit quicker for sure. Ooh, that looks like a better mark. Looks like a better mark. That's not a small mark. Come on. It ate the spoon. That's a little bit better mark, for sure. For sure, that's a little bit better mark. Oh, I hope I got a good hook set in him. I was literally having a little snack, and my rod was sitting in the rod holder beside me, and I saw a mark just rise off the bottom towards the spoon. Wow. Awesome. That's a good fish. And back down we go. Look at the power. Wow. Hope I got a good hook buried in them there. Always a little bit worried with like a treble hook compared to a single hook of having a hook buried in. Definitely got some power though. Drag is pretty good. Tighten up a bit, but wow. I'm gonna move to my transducer here soon, and then I might actually come back to my seat and fight it off my seat here. I think I can get my transducer without even bending over. The bigger fish are easy to get your transducer because you can keep good tension on as you're doing it, but wow. So now the only thing is having the transducer out. I don't know where this fish is. Holy cow. This is, for a rod, 43-inch heavy Mr. Big from Frostbite, using a 2500 series reel, 25 pound, no, I think I got 20 pound fluorocarbon leader on here. I use 20 pound with the smaller lures, and I use 25 with the bigger, so 20 pound fluoro. And I got that little Clio that I had on, 3/4 ounce. It's definitely a decent fish. It looked like a good mark. I don't know how big, like I don't think it's giant, but it's definitely a nice fish. Starting to come up here a little bit. Oh, we'll be able to see it on the underwater camera here soon, hopefully. Pretty awesome. Wow. Been slower. Like it has been slower. I've had that. It looks like it was on fire, right? For sure, and it was. It was crazy action for a little bit, like crazy action. But last hour and a half, I had one fish. That's how lake trout can be, especially when you get to a new spot sometimes too. It's like you pound a bunch of fish right away, you kind of take them out of that area. I just saw my fluorocarbon leader on the, look at all the bubbles. You catch all that fish in the areas and you have to wait for a new pot of fish to move in. It's coming up. Oh, that amazing. That was a nice fish, definitely. Definitely a nice fish. I'm gonna fight it until it gets into the hole from the chair, and then I'm going, oh, I don't like that. That's a good one. Once it gets in the hole, then I'm going to go down to one knee here. Oh, that is amazing. Wow. That's a good one. Like I said, not giant, I don't think, but definitely a respectable fish. Be so careful right here. I'm gonna wait till it gets lined up, and then I'm gonna try to just give it a good pull straight up, right? Like, be super cautious. I don't want to pull too much now that you run the risk of getting that hook caught on the edge of the hole, which has happened to me several times and will happen again for sure. This isn't, come on. Here we go, here it comes. Oh, there, look it, gone. And there it goes, just like that. Just like that. Nothing broke, anything like that, nothing straightened out. It just come unglued. It's okay. It was like probably like a 36 to 38 inch fish, something like that. Nice fish. It's all good. For me, honestly, the funnest part is the fight, getting to see it there. If I don't get to pick it up, it's okay. It's okay. That was awesome. That was awesome. Like I said, the one thing that always worries me more is like a treble hook versus a single hook is when one hook's in its mouth, you run a risk of another hook getting caught on the ice and just like pushing it right out. So that's why I do like the single tube jigs for the bigger fish. No more than anything. Flustered. All good. It's all good. I thought it was coming and I gave it an extra reef and I should have just been a little bit easier. It was definitely my fault. I'm going to start to prep my lunch here as I go. I still got to clean my fish, but I'm going to cube up this potato and put it in that pot there and get it starting to boil, because I know that's going to take a little bit to boil, and that'll be my hardest job, will be getting the potato cooked. Once I get the potato cooked, it'll be smooth sailing from there for the chowder. Please keep in mind, this is very, very minimal ingredients that I have with me too. I don't have a lot of stuff with me. It's very, very basic, but it's a nice warm soup. On a cold day, it's amazing. Today, it's not even that cold. I won't even have to really have the buddy heater running that much in here. It's just windier, which is nice to have the shelter, but it's not that cold outside. So on the cold days though, warm soup chowder is so good. Okay, I got the potatoes cubed, just one potato there. We'll get that boiling in the water there. Get those cooking, and I'm going to sneak outside and clean my lake trout real quick. Okay, our potatoes are boiling. So now we'll cook those up. That's our fish fillet. We're just using half a fish that's clean down there. And then in this chowder, we'll be having, this is Gatorade. No, it's actually a cream. So we're having a cream chowder. And then corn. Very basic. I know, like I said, it's gonna be very basic. It won't focus. Green Giant niblets. We're gonna have some Franks. And I got some dillweed here as well to put in somewhere. Like I said, very, very basic though. But we'll cook those potatoes up first, and then we will go from there. I got to keep that lid on, keep that water boiling. Oh, he ate it as it was falling. He hammered it. All of a sudden the line just starts ripping out of my hands. He ate it right as it was falling. That's insane. They're so cool. Got him. That's the same fish I had, just all the way to the hole. I knew he'd follow it back down. Look at that. That is so cool. So cool. Come here, buddy. Come here, buddy. Let's get that transducer out. If I lose him, I lose him. It doesn't really matter. This guy is squirmy, and he's also lucky that, oh, easy, buddy, that I already have fish for lunch. See, buddy? Your friend's going to be in that frying pan later, or in that pot. Oh. It's in the slush. Gotta go down, buddy. There he goes. So cool. So cool. Hot. I just tried one of the potatoes, and they're actually finished already. That was a lot quicker than I thought. So, what we're going to do now is we're going to go down to low here for a bit so we can work in here. Pull off the cover, the lid. We're going to put in a little bit of dill weed here. And then we're going to put in our cream. And we're going to get this back to a boil again. So we got a little bit of cream. And like I said, dill weed. We're going to add a little bit more dill weed here. And we're going to bring this to a boil. And as soon as it starts to boil, we're going to put our fish in there. Okay, put the lid back on and get this to a boil. Once it gets to a boil, we'll put our fish in there. We are going to be putting some corn in there at some point, so I'm going to open the can and drain out all the juice. I'm going to add a little bit of margarine here too. Not much, just a little bit. Our cream is starting to boil. So now what we'll do is I'm gonna put this on Instagram too. But I take my whole fillet and I put it in there just like that, the whole fillet. You could cube it too, would work. But as it cooks, it'll flake apart. So then you know when the fish is cooked is when everything flakes apart. But that's we're gonna put it. We're gonna be lame. We're gonna put it on Instagram right now too. Trout Chowder. It's gonna be good. I gotta get a spoon and push that down though. So I better let go of this Instagram thing. Our fish is in there now. So as this boils, that fish will flake apart. And we will kind of just knock it apart as we're going. See, as that fish cooks, it flakes apart. So we're getting really close. Like look how it's flaked apart already there. We're getting really close to adding our corn and being ready here. This time we're actually making homemade soup, not just Lipton chicken noodle. Okay, our fish is cooked. Let's put our corn in now. And then heat that up, and we'll be good to go. I'm not going to put any Franks in that pot. This is just for added flavor if I need to spice it up a little bit or something like that. And I'll just put that in my bowl here. You don't want to go put a bunch of this in there, because if you're having, especially if you're cooking it for a couple people, you could ruin it in the sense that somebody might not like it, somebody will like it. You can always add spices like that after as well to your chowder, right? Like you can make it very basic and then add more spices after, whether it's seasoning salt, more dill weed, stuff like that. So keep that in mind. Is like keep it rather basic on the pot, unless you know what everybody likes, and you can always add stuff in after you scoop it out. Okay, we are ready. We'll put it in our bowl to cool off here. It's gonna be good. I wonder who else is coming for lunch though, because I might have made too much. Let's get some chunks of fish in there. When that cools off, I'm gonna enjoy it. Oh no, I just poured my lunch. Or I just put soup. Ooh, that's a nice mark. That is a nice mark. That is a big mark. Come on, that's a good mark. That's a big mark. Come on. Oh, come on. Going back down, I'm gonna drop right past it, right to the bottom, see if it follows. You know what? I'm gonna get the tube jig out. That's a big mark. I gotta make sure I don't spill my lunch. That was a big mark. I wonder if it's still in the area. Oh no. Oh no, oh no, 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 no. Big mark. We're going with the tube jig. I gave the spoon a chance. Didn't eat it. Sometimes a little bit bigger bait for those fish. If I hook into a big fish, I'm just gonna have to take my lunch and put it over there and wait for it. Oh, I'm so nervous right now. That was a big mark. That was for sure a big mark. There's a mark. There's a mark. Is that the big mark? Is that the big one? Oh yeah, that's a big one. Came back. It's a big mark. Came back. Come on. Come on. Come on. That's a big mark. Come on. I'm trying to panic with it. Come on. Oh, it just tapped it. It's coming again though. It's coming again. Come on. I'm gonna drop it and see if it'll eat it. Oh, it's chasing. It's chasing. It's chasing. It's chasing. It ate it. It ate it. It ate it as it was falling. There, we got him. We got him. We got him. We got him. That's a good mark. For sure, that was a good fish. For sure. Oh, now not to spill my lunch, right? I'm gonna bring it up a bit higher and we'll see it on the camera. Oh, that's a good one. That's a big one. Oh, baby. Look at that thing. That's a big fish. Oh, wow. Wow, wow, wow. That's a big one. Right in the middle of lunch. Oh, okay. Easy, Clayton. Easy. Let it go down. Get your transducer. Okay, transducer's out. It ate it, it was just falling. It wouldn't eat it on the way up. And ate it was just falling. That's a big one. Wonder if that's the same mark that came by just as I poured my lunch. Instead, I was just keeping the tube jig out there in case it came back, and it did. Wow, I jacked him a few good times. Definitely. That's a big fish. I gotta make sure I don't spill my lunch. So I'm gonna try to put it in the corner as it's fighting down. Come on, baby, yeah, keep fighting. Keep fighting. We'll put the lunch over there. There we go. There we go, okay. It's always a little bit tougher in an enclosed area like this, but I'm gonna fight it sitting down for the longest time until I get it in the hole. And that's when I'll go down to grab it as it comes up. I'm gonna watch the hole, see when it's coming, and go from there. That's a big fish though. That's a big one. Oh, wow. I love that I can be able to see it on the underwater camera underneath the hole. There's bubbles. There it is. Oh, that is cool. That is cool. Wow. Look how epic that is. Unreal. Look at the big bubbles coming up the hole too. Oh, Just gonna let it fight underneath the hole here a little bit. Oh, wow. Wow, wow, wow. Wow, wow, wow. I'm gonna be so careful around the hole and try not to jack it up too soon. Wait till its head slides. Tube's right in the corner of the mouth. Big fish. That's a big one. Big fish. Oh. Come on. So funny, hey? Spoon, 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 and then see a big mark, and I'm just so bad I just dropped down my confidence bait. You would do the same. You would do the same. Okay, go easy at the hole. It's hooked kind of on the side of the mouth, it looks like. So we're gonna wait. Come on. Come on, here we go. It's coming up, it's coming up, it's coming up. Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one. It's stuck on the edge of the slush. Come on. Come on, buddy. Come on. It can't really back out right now. It can't back out. Come on. Come on. Where are you? The hook's actually off right now. Got stuck on the slush, but I don't think he can back out. So I just have to go. I have to try to back him up a little bit and then grab him. I don't think he can back out. Oh, come back up. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come on. Come on, buddy. Oh, we got him. We got him. That's a good one. Yes. Oh, yeah, baby. Yeah. Unreal. Awesome. Beautiful fish. Dark fish. I'm not even going to measure it, honest with you. It's probably 40, 41, something like that. It's not bigger. I know for sure it's not bigger. It's not a new PB, anything like that. It's like 40, 41. I'm not even going to measure it. We're just going to put it right back down. It's a beautiful fish. Beautiful fish. So fat. Gorgeous. Yes! So awesome. Didn't spill my lunch either. It's a good day. Awesome. Awesome. Oh, I did. I've been fishing spoons, and what do I go to? The Dragon Slayer, sorry. The tube jig with the Dragon Slayer on the bottom. He kind of ripped it off a little bit, so I'll have to put a new one on there, but the Dragon Slayer goes on that hook, which I've done some videos before, and yeah, unreal. Hey, I sell if ain't chartreuse ain't no use shirts, so I guess I might as well use it, right? Unbelievable. Unbelievable. It's pretty scary when the hook came off and the fish is in the hole. I got a slush layer right underneath me. I'm on about, I don't know, I'm on about a foot layer of like compact snow, really, really hard snow. So that's why my feet aren't sinking through this area here where I am. But underneath that, there's like probably a good 5 inches of water between the snow and the ice. When the fish comes up, they turn in there, and actually the jig got caught in the top and it came off, but he couldn't go backwards. So advantage Clayton, and we got a hold of him. Beautiful. That's probably the same mark that came by before. So my lunch is probably definitely cool enough now. Unreal. So good. It's funny how every day is different in terms of like how the lake trout eat the bait. I've had days where they eat it where it's only going up. I've had days where they want to eat it just off the bottom. And now today it's like a couple of the marks that I caught, it was just as it was falling they wanted to eat it, right? Like really, really different for sure. You just never know how they're going to eat it. There's a mark coming to my spoon. And I'm messing with my phone, getting it charged. Oh, got him. Got him. Well, been slow. Been slower. It's like an hour now since lunch. But like I said, that's trout fishing. Bite windows come, bite windows go. Bite windows come, bite windows go. Easy. Easy. Get them up here. It's all about for me right now, just getting the underwater camera. I don't even care if they come off anymore. I want to get in the underwater camera. Look at them a little bit. Oh, aren't you a nice fish? Ooh, little guy. And now you can get off, and that'd be perfectly fine with me. Those spoons are so good for action fish. Like I said, if you want to put a lot of trout on the ice, put on a spoon. Honestly, I'll go through the 3 spoons that I've kind of been going through here in this video here right away as soon as I land this fish. Come on, buddy. Oh, see, look at that. He shook it off somewhere. He's gone, and I'm stuck on the bottom of the hole. Ha! See how they can get off so easy at the bottom of the hole? I was trying to horse it, which obviously isn't good, but let's take that as a cue and let's go through the 3 style of spoons I'm using real quick. Okay, here's 3 of my favorites for sure. This is an 1.5 ounce Castmaster spoon. This one will fall obviously the quickest because it's the heaviest, and it has about a medium action in terms of darting out to the side. That's from Acme Tackle. This is a bomber spoon here. This is a 7/8 ounce spoon. This will fall the second quickest, and it has probably the least amount of darting action outside to the side. It's an awesome pound on the spot spoon, and it's still light enough where they can slurp it up off the bottom and not really detect anything. I've nailed them on this in a chartreuse as well. And this right here is a 3/4 ounce little Clio spoon. This will take the longest to fall down to the bottom, but it has the most erratic action in terms of side to side to side, and it's got this probably the best flutter out of all of them too. They've all got different unique actions for sure, and all of them catch fish as you've seen from this video so far. Castmaster, bomber spoon, little Clio, Acme Tackle, lurenet.com, Acme Tackle. And obviously too, like I said, I'm running the Savage Gear hooks on here. I think these are awesome for the spoons, eliminates all the twisting, less fish to get lost for sure, because what happens when you have a solid thing here and they turn, they create leverage on the hook, and that's how they pop hooks. But this will keep more fish landed for sure. There's my 3 spoons of the day. Well, that being said, how much I love those spoons today, I'm going back to the tube jig for a bit. We've got a bunch of action. We're looking for a big mama yet today. I don't need to catch another fish today. I've had a great day. Caught a big fish, had an amazing trout chowder that was so good. Honestly, the day is done. 2:38. Been slow. Slow. It's lake trout fishing. Windows come and they open. They open and they close. 2:38. It's been slow since lunch. Very slow. But that's lake trout fishing. Windows come, windows go. It's the way it is. You can sit all day and wait for those little small windows. You just never know when they're gonna come. So they come in flurries when it happens. When it's happening, it's happening. Oh, got a mark come up to my tube here. We're just sitting there. Coming fast. Coming fast. He would ate a spoon already. Watch this. Watch this. Let's try this. Let's try this. Tube jig. Let's go with the bomber spoon. It's a favorite. I don't see him right now, but I bet you as it's falling, he eats it. Okay, dropping down. Oh, there he is. Look at that. Okay. Oh, yep. Just like that. Just like that. Wouldn't eat the tube jig. Drop him a spoon. Smaller meal. Instant. Instant. I don't know how good of a hook set I got on him. That's for sure. Let's see if we can grab our transducer really quick. There he is on the underwater camera fighting. Just like that. It's 2:40 p.m. It's been a lot slower since lunch, but that's lake trout fishing. Windows, they come and they go. It never fails. It honestly never fails. Oh, he's stuck in the. See if he can get himself turned around here before I can get him quick. Oh, we got you. I lost him in the slush there, but then we grabbed him before he went back down. So, oh, he's burping there. Lake trout have the ability to burp, as I talked about earlier. I think I talked about that today in this video. I can't remember what video I talked about, but there he is. Nothing to it, buddy. Just go down, straight down, not into the slush. Straight down, straight down, straight down, straight down. There we go. Awesome. Yeah, wouldn't eat the tube jig. Wouldn't eat the tube jig. Drop down the spoon. Instant. Instant. Never fails. It really never fails. Like I said, 2:40 p.m. Been slower. Like that's my first mark since the last fish, which is like over almost 2.5 hours ago already. I think that long. But and like I said, those are windows. Those are windows. Some days you're gonna get out there and it's gonna be instant and you're gonna be nailing them. Some days you're gonna get out there and it's not gonna be happening, and you're gonna start second guessing yourself. Do I need to move spots? Is it not happening? Just be patient. If you're patient, it will usually happen. Usually, not all the time. Sometimes you gotta be patient for days, weeks, months, years. Oh, mark right here. There's a mark here. Oh, it's chasing. It's chasing. It's chasing. Come on. Oh, looks like a good mark. Got him. Got him. Got him. Okay. I don't want to give him any more hook sets than that. That's good. I do want to loosen my drag a bit though, because it's tight. Oh, oh, it looks like a good fish. Looks like a good fish from the underwater, or from the mark on the flasher. I don't know for sure. Oh yeah, that's a nice one. Not giant, but nice. I've got a strong drag right now. I should loosen up a bit. It doesn't break anything. Wow. Wow. Awesome. Had the rod in the old rod holder. Rod holder catches fish. Although I saw the mark and then I pulled up after. But, well, for a slower day, we're connecting with some good fish. I guess it's not slow. It seems like it's not slow to you guys because I don't put the 4 hours on video where I'm sitting here and not marking any fish, right? Like, you guys think it's action all day because I cut a 12-hour day into 40 minutes, right? So it seems action packed, but definitely a good fish. Like, not a giant, but a good one for sure. Another, like, in that probably mid to upper 30s type of thing. I got a little bit of a look at it. Whoa, he's not super fat, but he's got some length to him. He's not super fat, he's got some length. That is so cool. He's wrapping there. I want him to unwrap. Come on, buddy, unwrap. That underwater camera is so cool. I know I can just be so careful right here and watch. I could be looking over the hole too. Oh, that jig almost got caught on the bottom. Come on, buddy. Back up, back up, back up. Ooh, ooh, bounce your head. There he comes, there he comes, there he comes, there he comes. Yes, oh, that's a nice one. That's a nice one, just like I thought. Like I said, skinnier fish, fairly long, not a giant. He's wrapped though. He's wrapped. We got to get him unwrapped so I can get a hold of him. There we go, there we go. I got you, buddy. Hook out first. Like I said, not a super fat one, but some length to him for sure. A nice, like, 36-inch fish, probably, something like that. What a day. What a day. Oh, unbelievable. Oh, easy girl. Easy girl. What a day. Oh, doesn't get any quicker with having to fish out of the water and back in. I promise you that much. Awesome. It ate the tube jig with the Dragon Slayer, the pink Dragon Slayer on the back end of it. Deadly. Deadly. Wow, beautiful day. Like, trout chowder, bunch of nice fish. It's perfect. When it all comes together and the bite's on, like, it's on. It's amazing. Oh, got a mark coming up from the bottom. Here we go. Here we go. Ooh, that's a nicer mark. It's a good mark. Good mark. Good mark. Come on. Come on. Big mark. Got him. Got him. Oh, I didn't tighten my drag from last time fighting that fish. That's a good mark. There's another smaller mark there I was kind of messing with for a little while, and then this one I just watched come cruise up from the bottom. Oh, another nice fish. That is a good one too. Oh, that one looks long. That one looks long. Again, not fat but long. Wow. I gotta get down and get my transducer here. Come on, buddy, keep pulling. Keep pulling. Keep pulling. Keep pulling. Keep pulling. Keep pulling. That one looks long. Could have been a bit closer to the camera too. But wow. Wow. What a day. My fish turned from smaller to bigger. Less fish, but better size. Oh, I'm glad I brought some tube jigs with me just in case some bigger marks come around, because holy cow. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. I'm on a body of water that obviously holds some big fish, so I got some bigger baits with me. But if you're on a body of water that didn't hold big fish, I would just have spoons. Wow. What a day. What a day. Oh, unbelievable. Unbelievable. Wow. Oh. Wow. Okay. This fish found its strength. Look at all of the bubbles that it's shooting up. This fish found its strength. That one looked big. It did. That one looked long. Like big head on that thing. If I'm lucky enough to land this, I might be measuring this one. Okay, my turn. It's funny, the deeper it gets down, the heavier it feels. At first, they don't even know they're hooked. And I swear, they don't even fight that hard. The longer you get into the fight, the more they end up fighting. Oh, that one looked good. That one looked good. Oh, there's it is back there. That is so cool. It's further away right now. It's out to the side a bit. Oh, that is awesome. It's not fat at all, but it looks long. Wow, what a cool fish. Oh, are you done already, buddy? Are you done? Don't come up tail first. Don't come up tail first. That's a nice one. It's a nice one. That's a nice one. Maybe it's not as big as I thought. Maybe it's still another mid-30s, high 30s type of thing. I'm not sure. Just wait. I'm just trying to wait till it gets its head at a nice angle here. Oh, don't get caught on the bottom. Trying to be ever so gentle right now. A little bit looser drag. Come on, turn your head up. Jaw's getting caught on the bottom. Here it comes. Oh, here it comes. Take my drag up a bit and pull it up. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's a big one. Oh, that's a big one. That's a big one. You got a big noggin on you. Oh, baby. Unbelievable. Okay. I'm going to get the hook out here. Like I said, it's not super fat. Okay, hook's out. Before I pull it up, I'm going to get the bump board ready, keeping the fish in the water the whole time. I'm going to pull it up then, show it off to the camera, and then measure it, and then back down. Oh, it's awesome. Awesome. Okay, let's bring it up, show it off to the camera, and then measure it. Oh, it's a nice one. It's not super long, but it's not super fat, but it's got some length. That's definitely over 40 inches. What a day. Are you kidding me? What a day. I think it's over 40 inches. Oh, easy girl. Easy girl. Hold, just 40 and a half. 40 and a half incher right there. Oh, baby. Easy, easy, easy. She's got so much strength. So much strength left. What a day. Oh, average size. This is up with one of the best days I've ever had lake trout fishing. Unbelievable. 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 Like I said, not crazy fat, but so long. Look at it swim off so majestically. That is epic. Wow. 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 Mind is absolutely blown right now. What a day. Like I've said in other videos, like, you see the good days. You don't always see the bad days where I'll sit out here for 12, 14-hour days and catch 2 fish like this, right? Like, you try to make a video out of everything, but it's always hard. So I'm so fortunate to be able to spend lots of time lake trout fishing and put it all together. Unbelievable. Hope you guys like an hour-long video, because that's probably what this is turned into now. Unbelievable. Well, that will wrap up this little video. Thank you so much for watching. As always, don't forget, get outside.